Hey, y'all. I was just chilling and thought I'd make a video for. Okay, the video is about advice for young people. As you can see, I literally was just chilling. Hey, my skin's looking kind of good. Um, okay, so young people, advice, right? Now, you may be asking about my credibility already, to which I will say, this is all my opinion. I'm not a specialist, I'm not an expert. But if you consider all the junk you listen to on YouTube, this will be maybe some of the best junk you found. All right, this is just my opinion. Young people, first thing, live below your means. If you don't learn to humble yourself now, life will humble you later. In other words, if you don't start taking action on your future right now, today, the present time, when you get older, you won't have the option. You will stay humble, okay? In whatever respect it means, right? Or applies for your situation. Save up. But you can't save without a good budget. So you have to make a budget in order to accurately save, right? To attain your goals. Also, start living a life of goals. Sit down and write out some of the things you want. Now, don't just do it superficially, where you write it down and then you're like, yeah, that sounds good, and then walk away. No, truly think about what you want, how much it costs, how long it takes to get it, what will it be like. Go and see other people's experiences who have those things and truly internalize what it means to have those things on your list, right? Once you've done that, thoughtfully plan out, thoughtfully, I might add, thoughtfully, how you will obtain it. Now, the biggest killer of this for young people is, for whatever reason or the other, we're concerned about relationships. Broski, bro ham, bro bacon, stay single. Be single. Be chilling, okay? This is why. But before you started worrying about relationships, life was bliss. Okay? Before you started worrying about what she thought about you and trying to take her out and all this nonsense, you were chilling, big chilling, okay? And your expenses were low. If you were working at that time, you might have stacked up a few racks. You were good, bro. Now, after you started getting in relationships, after you started having sex, after you started, talking to people, guess what? All of a sudden, things got real expensive, didn't it, huh? Life started to settle in. Yeah, felt trapped, didn't you? That happens. It's going to happen. Not to say relationships are bad, but anything too soon can be harmful. Vegetables aren't bad, but they're not meant for newborns. Give them some milk. In the same way, relationships aren't bad, but in due time, if you make the right preparation, you won't have to go through what you're going through, right? You'll be mature. You'll be ready. That being said, when you started having, intercourse, getting together, linking up, do, now you were worried about shoes. Now you're worried about your clothes. Now you're worried about what so-and-so thinks about you. Now you're worried about smoking and drinking and drugs, all this other nonsense, music, just wasting time. You're wasting time, broski. Live below your means. Even with a regular 9 to 5 job, if you stack up 70% of your check and live low, maybe move back in with family if you can. If not, rent out a room. Live low and stack up. And in due time, you will be in a much better position. If you lay low for just 1 year, that next year you won't have to live low anymore. You will be clutch. You will be living good, bro. But you have to put in that work. Mandatory. Even if you're not smart and you're like, bro, I don't think college for me. I think I'm going to just work it out and just try to get a job, whatever. You can still surpass people who go to college if you make the right moves. You can still be a millionaire by 30 or sooner, depending on when you get started, man. Just start stacking up. Start stacking up. Make a budget. Live low. Every month challenge yourself if you can go lower and still take care of the necessities, right? Don't worry about designer clothes. Don't worry about designer shoes. Don't worry about that stuff. It's not going anywhere. I guarantee you, if you get rid of it for a month, you will realize it means nothing, right? Now, think about this. Internalize this. If you get the designer stuff, you get the chains, you get the nice shoes, the clothes. I've done it before. That's why I'm saying this. If you get it, who are you impressing? Think about it. Are the people who are richer than you going to be impressed by that? No. So who are you impressing? People who are poorer than you. Why are you worried about people who are poorer than you? Think about it, man. You don't need it. That's my opinion. You don't need it. It's not changing anything about your regular everyday life. That being said, stay away from fast food. Make your food. Go home and cook something. And eat that same thing every day until you get moved to want to switch up the recipe and make something else, okay? There's plenty of information online. And speaking of online, stay off social media, broskies. For reals. Young people, we're the future. We are tomorrow, bro. And you're worried about what broski has. Don't worry about what he got, bro. That's not your situation. This is why social media can be really, really bad. It can be used for good things, but most of the time it's being used for bad things, to publicize bad information or just bad habits, things that should not be followed or copied. So in the same way, stay away from social media, stay away from the Facebook, stay away from, those you find attractive. Just focus on you. You have to deal with you in the future. Focus. Stay away from, any social media. Stop watching TV also. Get off YouTube. I got on YouTube to tell you to get off YouTube. Try this. For 1 month, try to get rid of all of your social media. For 1 month. You don't have to delete any accounts. Just log off. Don't use it, right? So after that 1 month, I guarantee you'll feel different. The first day you're going to feel different. But the month, by the end of the month, you're going to feel a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more happy. Also, speaking of happiness, start practicing those things. Start practicing joy and patience and peace and bliss. If you notice that you argue about everything that you're concerned about, like you're worrying, you're stressing over stuff, start chilling out. Life is way too short to be concerned about little stuff. Why are you yelling you should not be yelling every day. Come on. You should not like, okay, I'm kind of yelling, but you should not be like stressfully yelling, like, oh, like losing your wits. Like, no, you're the future. We need you. You're the future senators. You're the future mayor, the future president, the next generation of millionaires, or whatever important thing you're gonna provide for society. We need you for that, so you got to stay focused. Any other thing I could offer? Time. Learn the value of time and consistency. If you're having a hard time committing to something, it's probably because genuinely you don't want to do that thing. Even if you know it's important, you don't want to do it. That being said, stay away from bad habits. If you have some bad habits, cut it out. Stop it. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. Stop shooting stuff up in your body. Stay away from it. Get out of there, man. If you're addicted to, intercourse, get out of there. You don't need that stuff, man. It's not helping you. If you take a list and write how your life was before those things and then after, it didn't get better. It's not going to get better. You have to lose your morale just to have a little glimpse of happiness. I say glimpse because it's not real happiness. Because once it's gone, guess what? Are you still happy? Exactly. So it's not real happiness. Happiness is things that are intangible. All right? The only things that are going to make you truly joyful are the things that aren't tangible. Love, peace, joy, patience, forbearance, kindness, mercy, forgiveness. These kind of things, right? You gotta get some of this in your life. It's monumental. You need some of it. So that's my 10 minutes for now. But yeah, let me know what you think about this video. If you find it helpful, maybe I'll post another one. Because there's a lot of stuff we gotta work on. Alright, y'all. Signing off. Take care. Have a good rest of your whenever you watch this. Whenever. Yeah. Bye.